Hey guys, it's Arrow here today, and today I'm going to be going over my final two rounds of the Mirror Cup of the West, the tournament that I ended up going 8-0 in. And in this tournament, my first 6 rounds are going to be on Go Stadium, and these are the last 2 rounds against Weedham Boys and Big B. Start the first match off, and it's going to be Tropius versus Azumarill. Tropius is going to be taking that Ice Beam, and we're going to be giving this Leaf Blade to that Azumarill. No shields are going to be used at all in this matchup, and I'm going to win the lead with that Leaf Blade hitting. He brings out Skarmory. I'm going to answer with my own Skarmory. Skarmory being a decent counter, and we had kind of seen each other's lineups before as there was lag in the previous match, so I knew I needed to bring Skarmory for the final matchup of Azumarill and Probopass. And so Skarmory, we're going to be going for these Sky Attacks, and we get his Skarmory down pretty low. He gets a Sky Attack on me. He charges up some energy and switches out into Probopass. I bring out my Azumarill. I'm going to go ahead and let this first charge move through. Him knowing me as a player knows I don't like to shield the first one. And he's going to hit a Thunderbolt. I'm going to shield bait him with an Ice Beam. And I'm going to go for a Hydro Pump on the next charge move that I'm using. And that's going to also get a shield. So he uses another charge move, and I know I have energy on Skarmory, so I'm going to let this through. Skarmory's able to get off to a Flash Cannon before he gets off another charge move. And in comes his own Skarmory, and he's going to be using a Sky Attack, but I have a little bit of an energy advantage for the next Sky Attack. Use that shield there, and we're going to finish off round 1 with a very close finish. This is against Weedham Boys. He's one of the best trainers in the world. Very, very consistent player. And because of that, I knew I had to change something up because he's just that good. So, going into round 2, I'm thinking, I'm going to go ahead and lead Altaria. I don't expect an Azumarill lead, and I don't really expect a Skarmory, Probopass lead, which are the only 2 things on his team that can really hurt me. And boy was I wrong, because he is going to lead Azumarill for a second time, guys. A second time, really? And so we're going to be going over this, and he's going to be using the Azumarill. The secret to this matchup in the lead, if you know you have another flyer in the back, is to go ahead and just tank the Ice Beam. There's no need in shielding it. You're in a losing matchup, and you don't want to lose switch priority. So, come out with Altaria versus Azumarill, and he's going to get the Ice Beam off. I'm going to get a Sky Attack off immediately after. Those bubbles after this are going to be doing absolutely nothing, and I'm able to get to another Sky Attack. Sky Attack is going to go through, and we're going to end up fainting out due to the bubbles. Switch into Skarmory because we know his moveset involves Play Rough because we've practiced with him. And it's Play Rough Ice Beam, so we're not shielding these. Let both of the Ice Beams come through. He switches into Probopass. No, I feign out this Azumarill, and this Probopass will be coming in here shortly. He's going to take a big chunk of damage there. I switch into Azumarill. He switches into Skarmory. I go ahead and go for the Hydro Pump, thinking maybe he won't shield it. He shields it. I go for... He hits a Sky Attack on me. I'm going to go for the shield bait here and get the Ice Beam off after he gets another Sky Attack off. And he's going to shield this as well. I'm going to switch into my Skarmory. I'm going to be able to hit another Flash Cannon on this Probopass. And that's going to take that Probopass down severely. He's going to get a Rock Slide off, and we're trying to bubble him down, but he had so much energy charged up that we're going to be taking a rock slide to the face. And that's going to be round 2. In round 3, I ran the lineup that I'm most comfortable with, and that's going to be Lanturn, Azumarill, and Skarmory. This lineup is just super... I know pretty much any way to play it, and I have a very solid strategy when I do play it. And that is, especially when a grass Pokemon is led, you have to switch out into Azumarill instead of Skarmory and preserve Skarmory for later. So I lead Lanturn, he leads Tropius. We're switching right into Azumarill because Azumarill's with Ice Beam can do some damage to that Tropius. He switches out into Skarmory, which is a reasonable switch knowing that the rest of his lineup is Azumarill and Skarmory, and Lanturn can beat both of those. So he wanted to preserve Tropius for that Lanturn. We hit the Hydro Pump on the first one, and we're going to be getting another charge move, and that's going to be Ice Beam. We go ahead and try to farm out this Skarmory, but we're going to do a simultaneous knockout. And here, the reason I pick Lanturn the way I do is I know he needs his Tropius later in the match, so I doubt he brings it out here. I bring out my Lanturn, he brings out his Tropius, his Azumarill. He switches into Tropius, I switch into my Skarmory, and this match is going to be smooth sailing from here. Akib, great player, one of my best friends in the community is Weedham Boys, and I'm just happy that we were able to put on a show for everyone that's watching, that was watching that day. And we're going to finish off this match with the Lanturn Thunderbolt coming in after I switch out of Skarmory, and that's going to be the final round. So now we are 7-0, and we have to play against the number 10 player in the world in Big B to go to 8-0. And we lead the same matchup that we led before, because we're running Lanturn, Azumarill, and Skarmory. Lanturn versus Probopass. This is a good matchup for Lanturn with shields. He's going to get that Rock Slide. We go straight for a Thunderbolt. And that Thunderbolt is going to hurt. He's going to get another Rock Slide off. And we're going to go for another Thunderbolt, but he ends up switching out into Tropius and eating this attack. We switch into our Skarmory, though, and that's going to do a lot of damage. It's not going to matter, because Tropius can't do anything to Skarmory at all. So we farm out the Tropius with our Skarmory. He's going to bring in that Probopass. He's going for a Rock Slide. We're going to let our Skarmory take this hit, and we're going to go for a Sky Attack. Sky Attack knocks out the Probopass. He brings in his Azumarill. We go for another Sky Attack. He's going to go ahead and shield this one, and we switch out into our own Azumarill. Azumarill versus Azumarill. His has Play Rough, mine has Hydro Pump, so we're just going for these Hydro Pumps. We're going to get 2 of them off, I believe, and one of them's going to go through there. And the second one, he is going to end up shielding. I'm saving my shield for Lanturn in the back. And that second Hydro Pump's going to draw his shield. And he's going to go for the Play Rough on my Azumarill. So now Azumarill's gone. Lanturn comes out. He gets a little bit of energy and shields the Play Rough. Now we're able to beat Azumarill to the charge move without a problem, and we're going to take round 1. So well played match there. In round 2, I'm going to run the same thing I ran in round 2 against Weedham Boys, hoping that he switches up his lead, and sure enough, he does not switch up his lead again, but it didn't result in me losing this one, as he led Probopass again. I lead Altaria with Azumarill and Skarmory in the back, but the thing is, his back included Tropius, Medicham. So I had a good advantage with having a Skarmory on the team. Going into this final battle, whenever you face off with Altaria against a Probopass, the best thing for you to do is just let your Altaria go. Especially if you have grass coverage in the back, for such as the way I did with Skarmory, because Probopass will be able to, you'll be able to get that Probopass out of there with your water coverage. So Probopass versus Altaria here, he's going to go for the Rock Slide. I'm not going to shield it. I'm going to be Dragon Breathing and going for a Dragon Pulse. He's not going to shield it. We're going to take quite a bit of this Probopass's health before we end up losing it. Losing our Altaria to it. Probopass is going to get a Rock Slide off on Azumarill. We are not going to be shielding that. We're just going to commit to bubbling this thing down. After we are going to use use our first shield for the Probopass, and he's going to switch into Tropius after his Probopass faints. We're going to go for these Ice Beams, and we're hoping to take these shields. He doesn't shield the second one, but we switch into our Skarmory, and we're going to take a little bit of an energy advantage on this Medicham. First Power-Up Punch is going to come through. We don't need to shield that. And we're able to win the race to the second charge move. And we're going to knock that Medicham out. And we're going to hit two charge moves on the... We're going to hit two fast moves on the Tropius after wasting a shield to preserve it. And that's going to be the tournament. We ended up going 8-0. It was just a great day overall. If you have any questions about these strategies that I use, please leave them in the comments. If you're new, please subscribe. Just please like, subscribe, and comment. It's been amazing, all the support I've been receiving. Guys, I really appreciate it. Sorry that this video has gone up 3 separate times. I hope this time it works a little bit better. I'll be back on my original setup in the next video. Until then, guys, it's been Arrow. GG's.